It was supposed to be an ordinary Friday night in Millwood, a small city where the hum of traffic and neon lights kept the streets alive until dawn. But on June 14, 2008, that familiar noise vanished. What should have been a bustling summer night turned into a scene of eerie silence, a beneath silence. Silence that would later be remembered as the night the streets went silent. At 11:32 p.m., Millwood's 911 center lit up with multiple calls. Witnesses reported hearing a series of gunshots near Ashbury Avenue, the downtown stretch lined with bars and corner shops. Within minutes, police arrived to find a chilling sight. 3 young men, slumped against a brick wall, each struck down by bullets. Their car was still running at the curb, headlights beaming across the empty street. At first, police thought it was a random drive-by, but as investigators pieced the story together, it became clear this wasn't random, it was calculated. The victims were identified as Derek Mason, Tyrone Blake, and Luis Ortega, all 22 years old, childhood friends, and known to hang around the same circles. What shocked police wasn't just their deaths, but the fact that the usually crowded street was suddenly deserted. Not a single person claimed to have seen the shooter. Not one camera picked up the crime. It was as if the entire block had vanished into thin air. Detectives soon uncovered a darker truth. Derek and Tyrone had recently been linked to a robbery that went unsolved weeks earlier. A liquor store owner had been pistol-whipped and robbed of nearly $10,000. Though no charges were filed, word spread quickly in the neighborhood, and enemies were made. Luis, on the other hand, had no criminal history. He was simply caught in the wrong place, at the wrong time, with the wrong friends. The investigation hit walls at every turn. Witnesses claimed they didn't hear anything, even though residents miles away reported the sound of rapid gunfire. Surveillance cameras from nearby stores, all mysteriously offline. Detectives began to suspect that silence wasn't just coincidence, it was fear. Then came a break. A confidential informant revealed whispers of a man named Marcus "Ice" Hall, a rising figure in the local drug trade. Ice was known for ruthlessly controlling his territory, and Derek and Tyrone had allegedly crossed him by taking money that wasn't theirs. According to the informant, Ice had vowed revenge. If they step on my streets, they won't step again. But with no witnesses willing to testify, and no physical evidence tying him to the scene, Ice walked free. The case dragged on for years. Families of the victims pleaded for justice, but silence hung over Ashbury Avenue. Fear gripped the community so tightly that no one dared break it. The streets, once alive with music, laughter, and late-night hustle, became a reminder of the crime. Businesses closed earlier, people stayed inside, and to this day, residents say that when night falls, the streets feel different, like they remember. The murders of Derek Mason, Tyrone Blake, and Luis Ortega remain unsolved. Officially, the case is cold. Unofficially, everyone knows the name that haunts it. The night the streets went silent wasn't just about 3 young men losing their lives. It was about a whole community losing its voice. But the silence speaks louder than words. Who pulled the trigger on Ashbury Avenue that night? Was it revenge, gang politics, or something deeper? The truth is out there, locked in fear, and until it's told, the streets of Millwood will never truly wake again. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned.